Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Curbside Podcast presents Dice Hard with a Vengeance. We are in the middle of quite an interesting episode for tonight. I have not a clue what's going to happen. So, unfortunately, our good friend Beldan, he will not be joining us for the next few weeks. He's, for lack of a better term, he's on a work trip. And it's going to be a long work trip. So, hopefully he can pop in here and there. It's kind of a big time difference. But we wish him the best. Can't wait for him to be here consistently. That's the right word. But with that, we'll do the oath. And we'll get this show on the road. I, Nerimos Torrin, do solemnly swear to not be a murder hope. Tarook.
Uh-oh.
Bless you.
Bless.
Blue cheese is trash. No, it isn't.
Yes.
I love blue cheese.
Blue cheese is trash.
Alright, I'm weird.
Ew.
I like blue cheese.
Yeah, you are.
It smells like feet.
It's fungus.
Thank you.
All
It's
cheese is
moldy
fungus.
cheese.
You're a fungus.
Oh.
Natil.
I, Natil Starag, do solemnly swear to not be the murder hobo. Wait, what is
The murder hobo? Yeah. If anyone's gonna be it.
You're walking 80s action movie star? Yeah, you do.
I just totally missed everything that just happened.
Corallos.
Next.
I, Corallos Abrazar, do solemnly swear to not be a murder hobo.
Standoff.
I, Standoff. I don't know the rest of my name. Do solemnly swear that I'm a wizard. And also not a murder hobo.
Lady B.
I very solemnly swear I'm not the murder hobo.
Mr. DM.
Welcome back. And last episode, the party ended up. You finished your encounter. Well, but you finished your foray into the vault. And upon acquiring the talisman, which was the key to get out, you chose to loot a few things from the vault. And proceeding forward, you went to the following chamber, which ended up being a strange balancing floor room. What was a very large, almost balanced scale of a room. And after some tenuous moments and a couple close calls, you all managed to survive and move on.
Yeah.
When we last left off, you had made it to the final passageway, which led into a ancient archive of some sort. You don't know where, but the party had began investigating this archive when you came across a one-eyed creature. And as I recall, where we are picking up this week will be immediately into rolling initiative.
All right.
So, would you please do that for me?
Word out your answers, kid.
Wow.
All right.
I'm going to assume that it's going to be low.
Quick, everyone blurt out your answers.
Oh, I think Corallos went
I
last.
think the party knows better than to do that after the meme I shared earlier.
That's our DM. Passive aggressive.
Passively aggressive.
Party.
Tim, passive aggressive never.
Okay.
Passive aggressive Team Wars. Oh, good choice. It's funny and informative.
Let's go 20 to 25, or 20 and up. Oh,
Oof.
no.
Oh boy.
All right. 15 to 19. Nat, what you got?
18.
18. Anybody else?
Wait, am I starting this bitch?
Oh, well. hold
Looking
on.
like it.
Yeah, Nat, bring that attitude, baby. Bring the noise.
Okay,
Oh,
no,
balls.
okay. Because Metagas is going first, apparently.
Oh, thank you, God, Bone Daddy.
Wait, what?
Oh, daddy.
Wait, what? What?
Not one.
Bone Daddy.
Who's
That's
your dad?
like Bone Daddy.
That just reminds
Metagast. Nat.
Would you say, Nate?
Reminds me of the character from One Piece.
Oh, where am I at? 10 to 14?
11.
12.
Nice.
I got 12 as well.
Torrin, what's your dex? Standoff, what's your dex?
Not good enough compared to his, I think.
12.
Yeah, okay, so Torrin, then standoff. And you guys are at 12?
Yep.
Okay, what's that? Torrin.
I rolled a 4, but thank God for that +7.
Standoff. And you said 11, Tarook?
Yes, sir.
I was like, what next?
What? What, V?
Nothing. Your feet made.
Dance.
I have an unstable connection. Good to know. 5 to 9.
Honey, our whole relationship's an unstable connection.
Oh no. I'm really trying to get better.
I know.
5 to 9.
I appreciate it.
Yo, that's wild.
Okay. Well, Isla got a 7.
Okay.
1 to 4.
I got a 3. I rolled in that one.
Oh.
Nice.
Oh.
Very nice.
Oh. So, Corallos got a 4. No,
3.
3. Lady V got a 4. Okay. So,
Sheesh.
Better.
so V,
Ouch.
There we go.
creature number 2, and then Corallos, you're going last, buddy. Man.
I will petition. I would like to use my reaction from getting hit last week.
All right. What are you trying to do?
Hellish Rebuke. All I have to do is see it and point my finger at it.
But if you got hit,
Yeah, you got hit.
He has to make a dex saving throw.
All right, I'll allow it.
I appreciate
I'll allow it.
That's number 2.
Thank you, Mills Lane.
So dex save. He's not bad at it.
I'm looking for 15.
Nat 20 on the die plus
Well,
3.
hell, all right.
Ooh.
I'm good.
Yikes.
Lehu,
I'll
sir.
keep that die.
No,
Well,
in dice jail.
Dice jail for sure.
So we're leading off, and I guess Midagast is leading off.
Get it.
He's gonna move up because creature number 1 is right up in Tarook's grill. So Midagast is gonna come up and try to help Tarook out, and he's going to take a swipe.
Ah, thank you, Bone Daddy. So sweet.
Now Metagas out
Okay,
petition.
same die, and that was a 5. Okay, so no, Midagast takes a swipe, pulls out Starblade, and just misses. It cuts. It hits the bookshelf that was near the creature, kind of cuts through some of the tomes. Misses. That's it for Midagast. Nat, you're up. Torrin, you're on deck.
Okay. Just to refresh my memory, because, you know... How many of these creatures are there?
There are 2. They are very lizard.
Lizardy-like with one eye. Okay. And they have, like, okay. I think he froze. He
I think
froze.
so.
Oh no! Random dance party! I want to save that
I
that
was gonna say,
shot of
well,
just.
I know it was like a rocky snarl. It was beautiful.
Good to know.
Sorry.
So
But-
going back, it's got this huge green bulbous eye that takes up most of its head. It's kind of lizard-like spines that stick out of the back, like 5-6 inches that stick out of the back. And one was hidden behind a bookcase that attacked Tarook. And there was a second one on the other side of this archive, like library, that attacked Corallos.
Okay, and I'm trying to think about how far I'm trying to think like
Roughly, you're 80 feet.
all right. I'm just using my regular bow and arrow, and I'm aiming for the one that I'm just aiming for whichever one's like, a little bit like the closest one.
The closest one to you, I'd say, is the one in front of Corallos.
All right, I'm gonna hit the one in front of Corallos or close by to him.
Okay, roll for your attacks.
Alrighty. Oh wait, I rolled the wrong dice. I'm a dingle. 11.
11 misses on the first one.
Okay.
You got one more. In Corallos, you basically hear and feel the draft of an arrow kind of fly, kind of overhead.
No way.
All right, I
Oh,
take a
okay.
breath. I refocus. 17.
Uh-oh.
Man,
I think he's froze again.
Yeah.
Sorry, Corallos. I really didn't mean to almost take your head off, dude.
It's all good. It's all good.
I do it out of love. So, Tim, my second hit was 17.
First one, second one hits.
Okay, good. So, I gotta roll for my damage.
Internet connection is unstable. No kidding.
Noticed.
No, we haven't either. Alright. 8 damage.
8. Second one hits. That is number 2. All right, so the first one misses, second one, and actually you make purchase with the second one.
Okay, so I hit
Still got a
Rio.
bonus action.
Okay, idea. How high are the shelves? Like the bookshelves?
This is kind of like Beauty and the Beast kind of shelves.
Oh, like
this
super,
is
super-
like huge.
Die.
Yeah,
Super high. Okay,
pretty high.
alright, what if I'm gonna actually want to take a chance at acrobatics and maybe like try to climb up a couple of those shelves, try to get like a little bit higher up?
All right, for that I'm gonna make it an athletics check.
Thanks. Okay. Alright. 17.
Not bad. So yeah, you move your full movement vertically as you climb up on one of the bookshelves, and you find, weirdly enough, a way to kind of perch yourself up. You kind of got like one leg perched up on a shelf, and you're kind of it's gonna be tough, but
It's like it's almost like that fucking hurts. But it's like I'm kind of turned, like my body,
yeah.
and I'm like, okay, I get you. Okay.
All right, nice turn. Torrin, you're up. Standoff, you're on deck.
All right. I am going to use my movement to go towards the one that attacked Tarook.
All right.
And I'm going to take a swing with Chaos Star.
Okay.
Don't worry, big guy. I got you.
This one has a little bit of cover because he's hiding behind like a smaller book. Also,
21.
yeah, 21 will hit. So
Nice.
damage.
All right. Where's that 8-sider? Sorry, different dice this week. Not used to these ones. Old schools. All right. Chaos Star. Nice. So that's hold on. I have to do math. Sorry. It's 11.
11
David.
points of damage.
Mm-hmm.
Bam! That's the first hit. You hear as you do knock some books over, but you find purchase right on like the side of like the shoulder and the neck, and you just hear.
Ooh.
You find purchase with your first shot.
Don't worry. Don't worry, ugly. I got another one for you. That is a dirty 20.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Uno mas. Oh no!
Uh-oh.
That works. 10 more points.
10. As a second hit, you're starting to get a feel for it now. bam! The second one hits, and you just hear as you 2 decent hits on him.
And that'll be my turn.
All right.
Nice one.
Standoff, you are up. Tarook, you're on deck.
Question. There's 2 of them. How far apart are they from each other?
Well apart. I mean, at least, I'd say about 100 feet.
Oh, geez, okay. In relation to Torrin, how far am I from where he is at compared to Monster?
Where you're at about 60 feet.
60 feet.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm about 60 feet from the monster.
I like to say you guys have been doing really well with the Theater of the Mind stuff for the past couple weeks. It's been kind of tough to keep track of where everything is, kind of physically, and I think it's been working out so far.
I think so. All things considered.
It's been fun. Thank you for the compliment, Mr. DM.
So, 60 feet. Standoff is just going to move. He's going to move 25 feet towards the creature that Torrin's working on there.
All right.
And I think that's going to end his turn.
Okay. Gotcha. Tarook, you're up, and then creature number 1's on deck.
All right, sweetness. So, the one creature is right in front of my face, right?
Yeah, literally on the other side of a clipboard, of a bookshelf. And
All right.
You just saw Torrin take 2 big swings at him.
All right, cool. So, first things first, I'm the realist. I'm gonna rage.
Nice.
So I'm raging now. Tarook smash. All right, and then I am gonna cock back and slap him with my hammer.
All right.
All right, so
Is that what you're calling
Let's see.
these days?
we do that. Yeah, you know.
Should I? Should I? Uh-oh.
15.
15 would normally hit, but he does have cover because it's trying to stay behind this bookshelf. So your first shot, pretty much. You know what? Tell you what. Roll damage anyway. I'm gonna see if you shatter the bookshelf that it's trying to.
Okay.
What's the AC? Help.
Right.
You know what? I came prepared for it, V. I was ready this week.
Tim was like, "There's a bookshelf involved. I got
Yeah,
this."
I got this.
All right.
I got the hit points for a bookshelf, and it's not much.
7 points.
7 points. Okay, yeah, no, that's
Yeah.
gonna do it. Basically, your first shot, you just the snapping of the wood. And I mean, it's old. There wasn't a whole lot to it, so you basically snapped the cover of this bookshelf that this creature was hiding behind, and now it's kind of looking around like.
All
Now
right.
he's a destructive beast.
Are any of them?
Alright, so
Would you say, V?
Are any of them still in cover, like the other one?
The other one is not at the moment. No. Only creature number 1 had cover right now.
all right. Now I'm gonna go for my second attack.
Yeah.
All right, and that's that's 18 plus 8. Let's go, baby.
That'll do. That'll do it.
That'll do, pig. That'll
All right.
do.
That'll hit.
All right. All right. So now let's roll this bad boy there. All right. That is 11 plus 2, 13 points of damage.
Nice.
Yes, sir.
Now I gotta do math. Okay.
Math.
We don't math good, folks.
Designer, not
Curbside, sponsored by Math.
Okay, good. Nice turn. That was your bonus. Two attacks. You still got movement if you want to use it. Other than that, you're.
No, I'm cool on the movement, and I just want to remind you for Metagats,
Yeah.
he has advantage because it's right in front of me. Because I guess
Gotcha.
the first roll, yeah. So
Gotcha. Okay. V, get ready. The next two, it's the one creature and Isla, and then it's you.
Yeah. Everybody has advantage on it because it's in front of me.
Creature number 1 just got the crap smacked out of him. He's gonna go back at Tarook, and now he's gonna get 2 claw attacks. Oh gosh. Well, is there anything to add to that? Tarook, an 11 doesn't hit,
No, sirree.
but a 23 does, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so 23. That's 6 points of slashing damage. And it is special.
6 points?
Yep.
All right.
6 points of slashing damage, half because
Okay.
you're to 3.
3. All right.
Now I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Bastard.
Come on. Ooh, goody. I have proficiency in that.
As the green bulbous eye turns towards you specifically and begins to focus.
All right. Ooh. That is a dirty 20.
At disadvantage because you have that helmet on?
Oh, yeah, you're right. Oh, because it's a visual-based attack, right?
Yep.
Shit. All right, let's hope so. 18?
18. Okay, you're good.
Nice.
Sweet.
Before.
Yeah, I got plus
this
6.
like this internal rotting within you, you start to get that feeling again, and you're like, oh gosh, no, and you kind of push through it, and you're like, oh gosh, no, not this time.
He's
So you
looking.
shake
Not
off
Tarook.
shake off the effects.
I'm gonna tumble finger him.
Yeah. no.
No, no, no.
All right, that is it for creature number 1. It is Isla's turn. V, you're on deck. And Isla is going to shoot at the one in front of Corallos. Normal shots. Hey, look, she's hitting things now. That's 2 hits.
Finally.
Nice, girl.
That's my girl.
Plus. Ooh, we didn't roll bad either. That's total. The 2 arrows, 17 points of piercing damage.
Ooh.
2 arrows sink into the hide of the second creature.
Nice.
Not bad, Isla. Not bad at all.
Not bad,
You
sis.
kind of see, kind of like a finally kind of motion from her. V, you're up, and creature number 2's on deck.
Which one's the closest? And neither.
To
Alright.
you, I'm gonna say the one in front of Corallos is closer. That's more within your range.
Yeah, I'm gonna aim for that guy.
Alright.
Going after Corallos pretty much. I'm gonna take out a little handful of my balls. Take those. I've got 12. Soft 20. And a math. A 14.
Okay, the 12 and the 14 miss. The 20 hits.
Alright. Oh, luckily. Okay, cool. That's gonna be 7 points of damage.
7.
For the hell of it, let me get a con save.
All right, con save.
Oh, actually, yes, give me a con save, because I forgot. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if they have poison immunities, they still have to make the save.
Cacked. 16
For all three.
for all
oh.
3.
No, for the one that hit.
Yeah, the one that hit. So 16.
Since next. Alright, that. Yeah, that passes.
Okay. Is it half or is it just save?
No, that was just save.
That was just save. Okay. Gotcha. So this now, Corallos, you feel 2 arrows once again go over your head and sink into the creature, and now you hear more whizzing past your head as ball bearings come flying through the air. And 2 miss and hit up against the one of the bookcases near you. 1 actually makes purchase on the creature.
Carlos, grab those for me.
So, was up, and Corallos, you're on deck. Creature number 2. doesn't like being pelted with things, but Corallos, you're the closest thing to it, so... Ooh, I think that's a 21 and an 18.
Yeah, both, yeah.
All right, so 2 claw attacks. These aren't too bad.
Brittni?
8, that's 14 points of slashing damage. You see as the lizard kind of lunges out, this lizard-type creature lunges out forward, slashing at you. And now... I'm going to say... Nat, you're within range. Nat, would you please give me a Constitution saving throw as the creature, the green bulbous eye, turns towards you and starts to focus on you?
Oh, hell.
Ruh-roh.
All right. 18.
Constitution save 18. So, okay. So just for a moment, you feel like your insides are being like destroyed from within. It's you're like a and you kind of power through it. The system fights off whatever that was.
Got it.
You know that the creature focused on you for a second and you felt like your insides were like falling apart. But
okay.
Kick off the effects, whatever that was.
No.
That is it for that creature's turn. Corallos, you're up. Metagast is on deck.
Is it still focusing on Nat?
Right now, the head, like, it got closer to you in your melee, but right now the head is careened towards Nat. The eye is not focused on you.
Can I cast Minor Illusion of a mirror right in front of his eye?
Okay, so right where it's looking?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. I'll let you do that. Let's look up the...
That smile, though. Yep.
An object within range that lasts for the illusion also. You're well within range. No. Create an image and must be no larger than 5 foot cubed. Image can't create sound, light, smell, or any other sensory effect. Physical interaction with the image reveals it to be an illusion. Okay, cool. Yeah, no, I'll let you do it. Yeah, so you want to mirror right where it's looking at?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm hoping it sends whatever it does back at it.
Okay. Anything further with your turn?
No.
Okay.
No, that'll do it.
Corallos, you're okay. Metagast is up. Nat's on deck. Metagast, seeing this creature, and he's doing a little rough too. So Metagast is gonna say, I think he's gonna attack it. Oh, buddy. That's a nat 20.
Yeah.
That's with that same die too.
Nice.
The gold die is on fire tonight. I like it. All right. Double check to make sure Starblade doesn't have anything extra on it. I don't think it does. I think it just produces light. Oh wait, no. Starblade was for flavor. It's originally what, Sunblade?
I believe so.
Yeah, emits light in a 15-foot radius. Blade pure radiance will make bright light, sunlight. Well, in this case, starlight. While the blade persists, you can use an action to expand or reduce the radius and run proficient. Okay, no, that's it. So just the damage for it. Doubled. I hate doing this, but all right. You see, as Midagast takes a swipe with Starblade and cuts the head right off of this lizard creature.
Damn, Madagas! Hell yeah!
Backswing, and you just see the head and the green eye just, and it rolls a couple feet. As the green eye, it blinks for a minute, and then the body goes still. Wow.
Hell fucking yeah!
Yes, Metagas,
what's
flex
up.
with me.
I don't like doing that, but yeah, no. You rolled a nat and doubled it. I rolled well. It's dead.
Oh, that's awesome.
All right. Nat, you're up. Torrin, you're on deck, and there's one.
When the DM beats himself,
right?
It's because of the George's minor illusion. That's
Yeah,
what
I felt
happened
guilty when the
here.
madam did that too. Like, I don't want to do that too often.
Awesome.
Well, with the madam, it was like, it was a big spell that worked. This one was just a swipe that worked.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was just a clean cut, baby.
Yeah.
Loves
So
it.
Nat, you're up, and there's one creature left. It's the
All
one
right,
in front of Corallos.
Okay, that's what I was just about to ask.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do what I did before.
Yeah.
Yep. Take 2 aim and shoot my bow right. Meow. Holy balls!
No, they're bad.
No, I
Good
think
or that bad?
24.
24 hits.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
All right. And 7 points of piercing. Or 7 points of damage. Whoa.
Nice.
Alright.
You said there was 7?
Yep.
Nice. You got one more, right?
Yep. And guess what? It was so nice. I'm gonna do it twice.
Nice.
Alright, baby.
Let's go.
So,
25, yeah.
It's back.
2-5, baby.
That hits. Yeah. Yeah.
just a little.
Little zip on that one.
Alright. And 8 points of damage.
How would you like to do this?
Woo!
Whoa!
Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Well, Metagast did the Red Queen the off with his head.
Yeah, yeah.
And I want to go right for. I just want to shoot the arrow, have it go straight through the eye and out the back of the head.
Okay.
Oh wait, the second point I disadvantage.
Both eyes.
Oh wait, they have 2. I thought they had 1.
Yeah, they only have one.
One
okay,
big
so-
one. One
so
Mike Wazowski.
So what happens is, yeah, kind of like Mike Wazowski, yeah. So
Randall!
what it does is, Corallos has this minor illusion of a mirror right in its face, and you see as the eyes kind of blinking a little. The creature's a little confused now, kind of looking at it, and it hasn't quite put one and one together. And in the confusion, an arrow just comes right through the illusion of the mirror, right through the eyeball.
Wow,
Oh,
chandeliers,
it's stupid.
horses, mirrors.
And as the arrow passes through, the illusion dissipates, and the creature just.
Oh wait, just for comedic effect, can the eyeball kind of pop out and just like the head just slide down the ear?
Yeah. That's what you want. Yeah,
That
definitely.
makes me happy.
Well, both creatures are dead.
Oh boy. Maybe.
First person, if you would. I'm gonna have 2 rolls here. First person is gonna be Nat. Nat, would you please roll me a survival check?
Oh crap! I don't know.
Standoff Arcana check, if you would.
Survival.
Yeah, Nat, you've got a survival check.
Wisdom.
Okay.
Smartles.
As a nat 20.
All right.
Good
okay.
job, standoff.
Wow.
18 on me.
18. Nat, you between you and Standoff, you're kind of like, you've heard of this. Standoff knows exactly what these creatures are.
Okay.
They're called Nothics. They used to be arcane users. They used to be humanoid. They're cursed. Some wizards, sorcerers, arcane users seek knowledge on becoming more powerful. Some become obsessed by this. So much so that it's almost like to the level of the fanaticism of somebody who's craving lichdom. Kind of to the same... in matter of fact, some Nothics are known to be in service to liches. But in this particular case, and just from you kind of realizing that you're in this archive and where you found these creatures, who knows what or where you are, but these creatures were corrupted by some type of knowledge that they came across, and they became these Nothics. They were cursed. They only usually are found in like arcane academies or places of ancient knowledge that wasn't, that mortals weren't supposed to come over.
Oh,
How we group this.
And Britt, you know for a fact that the eye of a Nothic can be harvested and be made into a magical item.
all right. Hey, sis.
Yeah.
Have you ever harvested an eyeball before?
Not on a creature like this, but it's never too late to learn. And she
Exactly.
pulls the knife out.
God, I love you. Let's get to work.
I'm going to say it's going to be a roll for you, but with her helping you, this is going to be an advantage, and I'm going to continue this as a survival roll for removing the eye.
Okay.
You do that while I look up some things pertaining to this.
Okay.
God, my character would be all over this thing. V is like, ugh.
That's a 19 for survival.
That's pretty darn good.
God. Fire.
I'm feeling it. I'm feeling good tonight, man.
Good thing it's gonna be an art.
All right. Without issue. You can only get one because you put an arrow through one of them. But on the one that attacked Tarook, between you and Isla, carefully, you do remove the green orbed, the bulbous eye. And you are both very, very sure that, we can get this enchanted and made into a magical item of some sort. We don't know exactly what, but we know it's possible. Like, from harvesting bits from some monster creatures that, teeth, talons, in some cases eyes. A lot of these things can be harvested from a monster or a creature and be made into really, really useful or powerful magic items. So you can put down in the party one Nothic eye. It's Nothic.
Okay.
Pardon me.
Whoa.
Nothing else as far as movement or anything lurking at the moment. You are in an archive.
Okay, after we gently get our big green eyeball into the bag of holding, I just start to look. I go back to looking around the books. Did anybody find anything? of interest so far?
Just from carryover from the last episode, I think the only person who found something as far as was a tome that Torrin came across. That's just so far. You.
Oh, sorry, I didn't interrupt.
No. I was saying you haven't,
Just kinda-
investigated any further beyond just a peripheral as of right now. You guys were in the middle of investigating when the Nothics attacked, so you may resume. Sorry, go ahead, Lee.
Library table or a armchair or something, and I want to, whenever we get around to it, I want to kind of discreetly examine that flower I got from earlier. Whenever I can get around to it, I kind of want to, while everybody is investigating the library and everything, I want to start by examining the flower that I got.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna say for that, I think that's also gonna be a survival check.
Okay, I don't think I'm terrible at those.
Tim,
Yes.
would you kindly send me the info for that tome again? I guess it didn't save on my character
I didn't
sheet.
give it to you.
You
haven't identified it.
You gave me the name. You didn't give me any stats.
Correct.
It didn't save when I typed it in the character sheet. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, it's Tome of Leadership and Influence.
I'm proficient, but I am.
What was that?
Well,
Thank you, Tim.
Yeah. You would add your proficiency bonus because this is you're
Oh!
specifically looking for poisons, correct?
Right, that's 14, 17, 18, 19. So that's a 14 plus 3 plus 3. I can't remember what my proficiency is. Yeah, plus 3. Okay, wow. Soft 20.
So soft
Yeah.
20. Yeah. You're looking at it. You do recall, just from the instance of this thing shooting the barb at you. You're just examining it and looking at it. You're kind of like, okay, this is where, and this is, obviously this thing, a very exotic, very poisonous plant. You do find inside the. I apologize. I don't know my plant biology, but inside of the plant there are a few of the barbs that were not expelled out.
How many? 2 or 3?
3, and between that roll and looking over them, the poison is still there. You don't know the damage on the poison as of yet. You're gonna have to. That's gonna be a wait and see on that.
Did I ever remember? I didn't know the name of this flower, did I?
No.
Well,
No, this is as of right now, this is a very exotic poisonous plant.
ooh, okay. So I'll roll a stealth or a sleight of hand or something if I have to. I want to try to find like a secluded spot. I want to put the barbs in my hair crescent, in the horned crescent moon hair doohickey. I want to put the barb where the needles for the poison are. I want to put 2 barbs.
Okay.
Cool.
Done.
Awesome. Yeah, Vare's very intently looking at a flower.
Yep. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see on how powerful that poison is.
Oh god, that's a 26 for sleight of hand.
Yeah, you're good.
Awesome.
Not even Baranar saw that. By the way, I did keep Beldan kind of on standby for that fight. I if anybody needed healing, we can do it. So.
To the eyeball creatures.
And say I was curious. Is like I don't know if anyone's autopiloting him this week, or at least no one said they were.
Right.
That's the right way to say that, but I guess we're good now.
I was also trying to keep him out of harm's way since he's not here. So.
Right.
That's fair.
You have a large party, so when you count your 2 helpers, so. All right. I got a couple things. So you guys, that was Vare. She was looking at a plant. How about everybody else? What is everybody else doing?
I definitely want to look around a little more, see what books I can find, and then also try to find the talisman.
Okay. Torrin, go ahead. You give me investigation. Tarook, you also go ahead and give me investigation. I'll start with you, too.
Alright. Ooh, let's go. 21.
21. Torrin? 4.
Yeah.
That is a gross-looking creature, and they pulled the eyeball out, and now it's this empty socket that you're looking at. You're just this...
Chaos, right?
Girlfriend has balls of steel.
Nah, man. Tarook with a 21. You kind of separate from the group just a little bit. Nothing crazy. You're kind of got your hammer. You're kind of knocking over a few things. Like, there's like a chair, and you're just kind of like, man, there's got to be something interesting around here. And what you find is that there actually is like a passageway in between all these bookcases that leads to the back of this chamber. And you find a stained glass window, which is so far the only opening that you guys have seen in this chamber. The first thing you notice is the window. The second thing you notice is the light that is coming through it. And you have a mild heart attack because you catch moonlight. And then you stop because it's, and then you take a good look outside and you notice it's a 3/4. And you're a sigh of relief comes over you. You're like, now is not the time. But
Good world.
It's this very beautiful, ornate. It's kind of like in a huge circular stained glass window, multicolored. It kind of shards out in different directions.
Like stuff from the church, right? Like
yeah, kind of like a church
glass
window.
pane.
Yeah. Also, what you see is at the center, where it comes to the actual, like, a center point of this window, you see a very familiar looking object, which is the talisman.
Ooh. Hey guys, look at what Tarook found. Can I reach towards him? Is it like my...
I mean, you can touch it.
Yeah.
But you can't pull it's part of the window. It's like it's embedded, like, with the glass all around it.
Hey, Corallos, V, come here. Look at this. Look, I found it, but we got to get it out of here.
Can I check it for traps to make sure it's not booby?
Roll me investigation.
That's a 16.
16 doesn't appear to be trapped.
Can I use detect magic?
You do. It does light up. It is more than likely one of the talismans that opens, the gateway out.
Is there a city or anything beyond the window? Wilderness? Land? Anything?
Out the window, you do see the ruins of a city. It is not habitable. You see a lot, just from your vantage point of looking out, looks like a lot of caved-in roofs, decay. This probably was once a proud city or town. This was, but it has long since been deserted and has fell into ruin.
So, should I smash the window, guys, or...
Maybe when we get the talisman, does the door automatically open up, or do we have to activate it? I can't remember.
I'm not going to make you roll for that. Every instance up to this point, it's been when you have the talisman in your hand, it actually physically triggers the doorway to get out.
I can't.
Tim, Sorry, V, go ahead.
Well, I was just going to mention maybe... Again, we don't want to dawdle if there's more dangerous stuff around, but maybe we want to take advantage of this vast and impressive library before we go out and be on our way. Just saying.
I mean,
if we grab the talisman, it just opens the door. We don't have to go through the door immediately.
Okay. I guess I worried about it. But sure.
I'm okay with looking around. Anyone else?
Yeah, we can look around.
Cool with it.
The most biggest fan of massive libraries, but I mean, I'd hate to say that there's not some. Given that Kitten Friend seems to dwell here, maybe there's something around that could be useful. It merits further investigation, I would say.
Well, I'm also sure Corallos and Standoff would very much love to look through this place and see what they can find, since they, do those little, thingies, the little spell thingies, They like those things.
They use magic, Tarook. The word is magic.
Did you guys hear something? No? Okay.
You're an idiot.
You're an idiot. And I'll try to pry it out of the window if he lifts me up with my tools.
You can certainly try.
What would that
All right.
What kind of check would that be?
Dexterity check.
Dex?
Yep.
I see out the window.
Yes.
Can I cast Mage Hand outside of the window on the back of the amulet just so it can't fall out?
Sure.
All right.
Good idea,
Yeah.
Corallos.
You do that, and Mage Hand is now like behind it, behind the stained glass window.
Good call. I'm gonna use
Kind of
Just
a little bit under it, just in case.
perfect.
and that's 17 to just try to take out a makeup brush and a hair comb. Out.
Okay.
Yeah. I lift V up. She's up there.
Okay. So doing that, as you start to try to use your thieves' tools to pick it out, you're noticing that it's physically, the talisman is embedded. Like it's not like sticking out. Like it was built into the window itself, and it is not budging.
Well, I guess busting the window's the next option. Is that where we're going with this? Friends?
Well, wait. What did we just try to use to try to pry?
Thieves' tools.
A makeup brush?
Yeah.
A makeup brush and a hair comb?
What if maybe we try one of our arrowheads?
Maybe. I think it's like embedded though. I don't think we're getting this thing out without busting the window unless you guys have some trick up your sleeve.
Well, even with the arrowhead, you may be able to cut into it, kind of like with your techniques as with thieves' tools.
You know what? If I take the arrowhead, can I try to break the bits around it by finding specific points in the glass and just whacking it?
Like chisel it out?
Or cutting it like a glass cutter?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead and try.
Uh-oh. you have that Cheshire cat grin. It's like giving me the heebies.
Oh. Is that another dex check?
Yeah.
Okay. Not mad at those or anything. Oh. 15.
15. You try using, you said what, an arrow? Like an arrowhead to try to... Okay, so you basically try to do it like a kind of... And the only thing I can think of immediately is Puss in Boots cutting a hole through the glass.
Yes.
Pull the thing out. It's such a bad analogy, but it's the one I'm going with.
It works.
You basically try to cut into the glass to try to cut a hole around it to remove it. And you notice immediately as you're doing it that as you use the arrowhead and you embed it a little into the glass and you curve it around, the glass literally where you just made the cut, it heals. It literally fixes itself as you cut around it.
Well,
All right, I put V down. All right, V. All right, well, I can see here that clearly if we break the glass, it'll fix itself. So maybe we should look for something around it. Tim, can I search for, I don't know, maybe a lever, a button, or anything? I don't know.
just for sure. I want to just try to hit it with my magic force gloves.
Yeah. Roll attack.
Basically, take a since he set me down, I'm gonna kind of give him a polite. That's a good idea, and then I'm gonna kind of do a jump up and try to hit it.
Yeah.
Basically, hitting kick and fuck it.
Yeah. Roll attack.
Oh! That's a 19 plus 5.
Nice. Roll with damage.
Force damage for the gloves again? 2d6? Or was it an extra d6? I can't remember what the force glove damage was.
What did I send you? Man, this is my fault for homebrewing everything.
That's what you get.
That's what I get. I want to say it was 2d6.
Oh, no. So 2d6 plus the strike.
Yeah, it was 2d6 force damage on top of your normal.
And then plus 2. Add my dex to the hits. Okay.
Uh-huh.
That was 3d6, which was at 10, 15. Plus 2 is 17.
Mm-hmm.
Plus 3. So that's 20 points of damage.
Nice. And you said, what did you, like, uppercut this thing?
I gave him like a pat, like that's a good idea, and I did like a acrobat, like a jump, because he set me down, right? So I have to get high. I can roll up rags if you want, but pretty much I did like honestly, just like a really flowy karate move, and just smashed it with the heel of my hand.
Yeah. Okay. So
sure, you can palm strike.
Yeah. So when you do that and you make contact with you feel the glass just give way, and then it's like a moment, and then it shatters, and you see thousands of all these glass shards just break, and it hangs in midair, broken for a minute, and you see the talisman is hanging in midair for a brief moment as it, and you see the window repair itself almost instantly, and it comes back together, and all the glass shards knit back together as if it had never been touched.
Oh, that was so hot. My turn. I'm going to take a swing now.
Okay, so if he hits and I have an action ready, maybe I can grab it before it goes back. Maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, here we go.
Is that the plan?
Just for fun.
All
right. 17 plus 8. Yeah.
Well, that hits.
Okay.
Roll damage.
All right, that hits. All right. And then that's 11.
11. All right. So using the hammer, and you hit.
Oh no, he froze.
Kind of like an overhead strike against the window. It's froze? You guys are still moving.
Or do less damage.
Okay. No. Okay. So you come with an overhead strike with the hammer, shattering the glass window. And once again, you see as all these thousands of shards of glass bust out open, and then they hang in midair for, like I said, just for a moment. V, what are you trying to do?
We'll try to. I guess it would just be a dex to try to snatch it before it goes back into its shape.
Yeah. It's gonna be an acrobatics check first.
Whoops, that was a d6 because I'm an idiot.
No.
No.
18.
18. Okay. One step up, and you're leaping up, and now in midair, as you're trying to grab this thing, give me a dexterity check while you're in midair.
Not a save, you said, just a check?
Just a check.
That is a 17.
17. As you go, you reach out, and your hand grasps nothing.
God damn it.
As what you grab, there's the talisman you know is right there, but your hand passes through it.
Shit.
And now, make me a dex save.
Oh no.
Well,
Dex
it
save.
is 15.
15. As you move your arm just back, and you see as these thousands of glass shards start shooting towards like where your arm is reaching through, and you're like, oh no. And you pull your arm out just in time because you just made the save, and the window solidifies back.
All right, just for the record, I thought it was pretty cool just to shatter it. I'm just saying, B.
Now
I didn't know you were gonna do all that.
Good swing. big guy. Good swing.
I'll say anybody who wants to make I'm gonna make this an Arcana check, actually.
Sounds like an arcana.
For all of us?
Yes.
All of us, Tim, or just
Those who are proficient in Arcana.
Yeah,
I have
So
a
that
plus 8. If that
Standoff and Corallos, probably.
not eyes can fly.
I got a 22.
22 and Standoff.
26. No, it may be me.
No, I can hear you.
No, we can hear you.
Oh, you can
We
hear
can
me now?
hear.
Just to,
I heard 20. Zoop.
Oh, 26.
26. Got it. Yeah. Okay. The two of you make eye contact after watching her, and you know you just saw her grab that thing and it wasn't there. And now the two of you look up, and then you make eye contact with each other, and almost at the same time, you look down, and then you just look to the side, as it's kind of clear now. It's a major illusion. It's almost like a mirror effect. And as you look down on the floor, you see a round, bronzed, talisman-sized recess in the floor.
well, I feel.
Very unassuming, kind of dusty, and spider webs all over it. It was basically set up as like a fake major image. And to get people to try to grasp it and then get...
Yikes.
Ew.
So the both of you kind of make eye contact, you look down the floor, and you're like, that's the real one.
Hey,
Don't I feel silly?
looks like it would be something important, don't you say, Corallos?
Yeah, I'd say. Can I use detect magic on that one?
Yes. And it does. It does light up.
Just the talisman, or is there anything?
You don't see anything like around. Like I said, it's just like a little recess that's coming up. Not really assuming. It's about the size of like almost like a vent or a drain or something. It's not like you kind of look at it, you're like, man, we missed that, but it's there's some type of weird magic here. It was camouflaged somehow, and now it seems obvious. You're like, that's the real one.
Pat Tarook. Well, at least I was able to entertain you. Kind of sigh and walk off.
And nearly losing all.
That's all right, V. That's all right. I had fun.
I look at Tarook as she walks off. I thought it was badass.
Yeah, it was so badass the way she did this. She was like, "Hey," and I was all like, "Oh my god!" And she was like, "Oh, I'm sad.
Flying palm
But
strike.
don't worry, I'll flex later. She'll be happy."
You know that hasn't worked on anyone, right?
Shut up, Torrin. Man, you steal my thunder, bro. Jesus Christ, man.
Hey, man, I'm just telling you. I didn't announce it to the party.
Listen, man. You're supposed to be my boy.
I've
and
got you. Trust me, I got you. So I'm trying to
Yeah,
keep you
yeah.
from embarrassing yourself.
yeah. Oh, all right. Well, we'll see.
Truer words.
So,
All right.
Smart boy.
Well,
Can I go pick up the talisman?
yep, you do. Nothing happens.
Better you than me.
Too
I
easy.
hate spiders.
There's a spider.
I just think of Corallos being like, ha ha.
Yep. That's it. You have
Well-
in your possession the 6th and final talisman.
way to go, my small purple friend.
Yes, very impressive.
Right now, you see his Midagas is kind of pressed up against the window, trying to look down. He's like, I wonder how many arms are down there.
Oh my god.
Ugh, Midagast.
One less than there
And
should
then
be.
I look at the window too. It's like,
Yeah, you don't have a good angle. You can't see.
that's gross, but you've got a point.
Well,
And you hear as Isla goes, "Wait a second," and you just.
Uh-oh.
These weird creatures are missing arms.
Oh. What?
Wait, what? There's dismemberment? Tarook walks over.
And you do, now that you get a better look at the Nothics, you do notice that each one's missing where it looks like there should be. Oh no, there's a limb missing.
So like they were
wow.
talisman? That's kind of sad all of a sudden. Like I kind of feel bad for that.
Well, that's
Poor little
morbid.
Well, these were once people.
I didn't do it. I'm not. I already got my trophy, so.
Are there any like sharp things about letter openers or anything vaguely weapon-like laying around? I'm gonna
Roll
go.
an investigation.
I'm looking for useful stuff. Heavy,
Looking for useful things. Go ahead, roll me investigation.
decorative. I don't know. That's 15.
15. Not much. It's a little overturned. You do find a couple quills.
Cool. I'll take them.
Find 4.
Cool. Ooh, and the inkwells. Those could be useful.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, there's a couple there. Yeah, you find 2 workable inkwells.
cool. That's worth something, I guess.
Anybody else?
Go ahead, V.
Oh, nothing. I was done. Actually, I had
Tim, one of the creatures, can I try to take off one of its claws?
Sure. Easy enough to do, especially with Matt and Isla there. I'm not even making you roll for that because with them and they can harvest whatever you need. They've already done their roll for that. So yeah.
All right.
You get a 1 Nothic talon.
Cool. Take the talon and hey, Metagas, come here. Come here.
Yes.
Hey, listen. Good kill, my friend. I'm a bit jealous. I didn't get the kill, but a true warrior always takes a piece of his kill with him. So, here you go, my friend.
Thank you.
Yeah. Cherish that forever. That's your first kill. Well, you don't have anything to
I don't
put
have
on,
pockets.
so... all right, wait, hold on, here, give me this. Give it back. All right, so I take it back. Now, Tim, can I do, like, the Predator thing and etch it into, like, his armor, like a scratch?
Yeah. Yeah, easy
All
enough
right,
to
yeah.
do. Yeah.
So, I just... Nothing crazy, I just want to do, just a...
Yeah, no, I'm not going to make you do a performance check for that. You know what? Just for the heck of it, yeah, go ahead. Give me a performance check for it. It's not going to be a high DC. Yeah, I get what you're trying to do.
Yeah, all right. That's a 7.
All right, yeah. It's what are you trying to do? What are you trying to etch in it?
I just want to make like a line or just a little marking, something. It could be a squiggly line now, whatever. Just
enough to do. Almost like I'll say that. Yeah, I mean, with a 7, not great. You're also kind of learning that even as old as this armor is, it's kind of tough, like to make a mark through it. But you do kind of get like a. I'm gonna say like what the World War II pilots used to put up for their kills on the side of their planes. Like you get like a hash mark on there. It's like there is like that scene from Jaws where.
Yeah. All right, Metagas, my friend. So, from now on, every one of your kills will etch into your armor. All right? Sound good?
I look at her. Well, as long as it doesn't sound like that, it's a dope idea.
Did you hear anything?
Yes, I did.
And even,
standing right here.
Thinking about it, Metagas is like, maybe we could make a necklace out of it eventually if we, live.
Yeah, we'll live. Don't worry. But all right, I'll hold on to it though, and I just pop on one of my pelts. I got you, Metagas. Good job.
Good job, Metagas.
Very well
I
done.
already said that, Torrin. So I'm trying to take my
I'm
thunder.
agreeing with you, man. Calm down.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with you, man.
Oh, will you two knock it off?
He started it.
Great.
Take
Now
your
you-
dick measuring contest somewhere else.
All right.
What?
What? Nothing standoff.
It's a dick.
Looks over at Corallos. I think they love each other.
That was probably
Stand up. Isla kind of leans towards you. She goes, "Which ones?"
I was hoping you would tell me. Who are you people?
Bro.
I wish I knew, Wizard Man. I wish I knew.
accurate statement. Who are these people? I mean,
Who am I?
We're a lovable group of idiots.
in Wales.
You're an idiot. You're an idiot. I know you are, but what am I? You're an idiot.
All right. Is there any further investigations that we would
Yins
like?
are making my eyeball twitch.
Sorry, Nat.
No, it's
I
okay.
mean-
I think I'm just getting a little antsy. That's all.
That's fair.
Okay.
Nothing here looks like it belongs to the Rakshasa, does it? Nothing stands out or looks weird. Like it.
Well, I mean, it's not like it came with a like a plaque or something saying Regus's
Right.
archive.
Use the bathroom real
but,
quick.
Go for it.
Nothing distinguishing specifically for him. No.
Okay.
You know that for some reason that he had a gateway opened to this archive wherever it is, and that it was important for some reason.
And Vare will do some thinking out loud. I mean, it's just so strange that this demon has been impersonating the high-level bureaucrat. That takes a lot of political minutia and BS to actually do the job to run Brine. And all the while, he's been a vindictive tiger demon. It just seems so... I'm still wrapping my head around the fact that, like, he goes to meetings. He gets morning coffee. He does things. Like, it's a really intricate front to keep up to just... What's the end game here? So strange. Vare's just wondering out loud, looking at books, reading sheets of paper, trying to figure things out.
Right.
Like, I don't know if anybody else can think of anything more useful to search. Kind of stumped.
Tim, can Torrin look around for any kind of religious book when it comes to a certain brotherhood?
Roll me an investigation check. Standoff? Looked like you had something.
Go with Torrin first.
That's an 18.
18. There are several books that deal with religion, and the tough part is it's not like there's a religion section. This was
Right.
clearly whoever's archive this was. They didn't have a system in place for organization. You don't find anything specific to the Brotherhood of the Night Eye. You spent a good part of an hour looking, and you're trying to find something that would tip, and you do not find anything. You do find a couple tomes on religion that start over real quick, just as a quick recap. You do find a couple things that do relate to certain dark cults throughout history. Nothing specific to the Brotherhood of the Night Eye. Once again, the more and more you guys try to dig at this, the more and more you're gathering how secretive this particular cult is, and that even throughout history, if this thing has existed, and it has existed for hundreds of years, this is one of the more, hush-hush cults. That there's no recorded record that you guys have found yet of, and it's something that you're not even convinced, though there's so many tomes here, you're not convinced that the answers might not be in here. It's just that you can't find them.
Wonderful. All right.
I will tell Torrin I'm better at reading people than I am books, so I'm a little biased here, but I feel like the path you're on and what you're doing is going to get you the information you want more than this.
Well, you're probably right, but it doesn't hurt to look. Even if there's... It's not so much that I'm looking for their, their handbook. I'm not looking for their, welcome to the cult manual. I'm more just looking for, anything historic, any kind of text saying, once upon a time there was a Dark Order.
I'm not faulting you for looking. I can imagine it's very important to you.
Kind of. But I appreciate it.
Like I said, I read people, not books.
I barely read books as is. But, you're in a giant library filled with more words than I'll ever see in my life again. Might as well give it a shot. Kind of like with my armor, I'm never going to see that much shiny ever again, so might as well look for a few gems.
That doesn't find anything.
Um,
I guess doesn't find anything.
He's still looking for armor.
No, I rolled for Isla and for Metagast. Isla was looking for kind of what Torrin was talking about. Metagast was looking for something else, and they neither one find anything cool. Standoff?
Standoff's nose is going to start kind of twitching at him, and he's going to start spelunking, looking for any kind of spell scrolls he may find.
Yeah. Roll me investigation.
Let's see what we get here. 18.
18, not bad. 1. Pulling up a table. I apologize. One moment. All right. Why are you the way that you are?
Ask myself that every day.
Okay. Let's. What you do find, Metagast. Excuse me, Standoff. Metagast don't find nothing. You rolled a 6. No, Standoff, what you find is a spell scroll for Lightning Bolt.
Ooh.
You said 18? Mitigate, Standoff, you said you rolled an 18?
Yes.
Okay. Let me roll. You also find a spell scroll. It's a 2nd level for Misty Step. And that's what you find with an 18.
Andy.
So you got Lightning Bolt and Misty Step. Corallos, were you looking for the same thing, or did I not hear you?
I'd like to focus on ritual spells, if I can.
We'll see.
Okay.
Yeah. Roll me investigation.
That's good. Brain fart. 21.
Ooh. All right.
Smart boy.
All right. I'm going to say that gets you a cookie. No. Yeah, that's real.
Yay!
I'm gonna say with that you get 1. You get 1 that is a 3rd level Dispel Magic. And the next one one Locate Object.
Oh. Cool.
And that's what you find.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. And between the two of you, and it takes you, like I said, the better part of an hour to kind of scour through stuff. And though that is the most useful ones that both of you find.
Awesome. Spell magic's gonna be fun.
Can I get just kind of glancing around for on general poison making another try? Now that we have.
Yeah, all right. I'll give you one more shot at it. DC's going to be higher.
Else, but just trying to think of anything that would be more useful. But like just something, yeah. So I don't really know how to make it, so to speak. It's kind of what I'm looking for.
Oh,
Just
something specifically for making?
No, like just something just be on plants. It doesn't have to be on like, you know what I mean? Just get me more familiar with that since I don't really know the searching portion of it better well. Just something that might make looking for ingredients in the future easier. So like a plant book or, you know, something like that.
Okay, yeah. Go ahead and roll.
Total stab in the dark because I have no modifier to this.
Yep.
That's 16.
You don't find much. You find a couple. You find a couple tomes on like the basics for like plant life as it pertains to certain regions in Thrandia, and that's about the best that you can do. None of it's really specific poison. It's basic. It's like basic herbalism.
Well, Vare tried. She gets a very bored look on her face again and just kind of keeps walking around the library looking at random things, trying to find things. I'm gonna walk over. What's Tarook doing?
Last thing that what were you doing, Tarook? I think were you looking at?
I'm just just kind of libraries aren't my thing, so just kind of looking around. The same thing like V is,
Okay, so yeah, he's kind of just absent-mindedly kind of looking around. He's really not perusing through tomes anymore. I think you guys see Tarook's got kind of like this bored look on his face.
V has a matching one, sort of a similar bored look. But yeah, I'm actually want to ask Tarook, kind of walk up to him and be like, if we're as quietly as I can, so we're not really speaking out loud around people, or well, everybody else, just kind of ask you. You seem like you're less mad at Metagast than you were before.
I mean, had a little bit of time, to adjust. I mean, dude dropped a bombshell, right? So,
Can't stay mad at him forever for that.
No, you can't. Like I said, I needed a little bit of time. I'm still a little weary, about him, but I told him, he's eventually gonna have to tell the rest of the party. So in due time.
Really gonna make him do that?
Yeah, I am. Yeah, I am gonna make him do that.
The lie of omission is lying. We're all lying to each other.
Well, I mean, here's the thing, V. I don't know, in your line of work, I guess, lying is cool and everything, but for me, just, as a person self, like lying, to friends or, your family, like it's just not cool. It's not.
It can be. What do you think my job is? It's not always sex. It's in crafting a very elaborate lie, tricking people into thinking what they need, and then they'll pay very well for it. But lies to do better things. I mean, just look at Metagast. I know something of the way he feels. In your own head with no for years. At least he came out on the other side better for it.
I mean, hey, listen, I get it. You gotta, do what you gotta do, to make a quick coin, a buck, I get it, V, but for me, it's, something like that is not just, hey, this is what you need to feel good type thing. You feel me on that? Like, this is something big. Like, we brought this guy back from that hellhole of a dimension, and we lost 4 years of our life, and, here I am, this big old, brute. I felt soft for this man, for this skeleton, whatever you want to call him, and helped him out, and or tried to, and he kept that secret from me, and it hurt, it bothered me.
I guess I understand that, but maybe what I'm trying to get at is, this persona he made for himself, where he was and what he went through. I mean, that fiction might have been the only thing that kept him sane. And forcing him to, well, sometimes being a lie is better than being nothing. And what do you do if the lie is better than the truth? At least this way, I don't know.
I mean, look, I get what you're saying and everything, but at the same time, like, are you really living if it's a lie? I mean, again, like, to each his own, and I understand. I just, where I come from, you come from, wherever the hell Madagascar comes from, like, it's all different. Like, where Torrin comes from, it's, Nat, and, Corallos, and that crazy traffic dumpster thing guy, with the little in his hat.
Well, speaking of, why do you think you saw him back there talking to that? He's obviously lying to all of us. I know why I lie. Trust me, it's. Do you see a lot of courtesans back at the light over the age of 30? Most of us don't make here. We're not to, so I talk about inane things. I joke about shoes, all to give the impression that I'm as vapid and uninteresting as people think I am. It's a defense mechanism. Lies aren't always malicious. Sometimes they're worth feeding into, and I'm just saying, maybe not be the best idea to go poke things until he's ready.
I mean, listen, again, I get it, and again, like, to each his own. Like, for me, for Tarook, I don't like liars. I get, lying, in certain ways, people have to do it certain times, whatever. I mean, I lied before? Yeah. Like, I'm not perfect. Absolutely. I've lied. Everybody has lied, but, it's just the way I feel, and, like, I'm not sitting here grabbing him by, what throat he doesn't have and be like, you need to talk now. No. I'm giving Metagas a chance because I get it. He's got to adjust. Like, he lost it all. I mean, for God's sake, like, he just found out he can remove himself and put himself back together. I mean, I wish I can do that. I mean, I could do so many sweet things if I could, detach parts of me. You know what I mean? But, like, this guy's just discovering himself. But at the same time, like, I'm trying to protect this party, this family. You've been with us for a little bit now, V, and I consider you, part of the crew. Like, you cool, we friends, so I protect you in any way, that I had to. And I just feel that Metagas owes this to everybody. Again, yeah, it's a big thing for him to come out and be like, hey guys, like I lied, and don't know how nobody reacts. But everybody else is pretty much more level-headed than I am. Like, we can all, agree with that. So ain't nobody gonna roast him with pitchforks or anything. But, he just,
He's a grown-up. You're a grown-up. You guys can handle this however you'd like. Wanted to say my piece on the subject. Maybe...
Torrin, please make me a perception check. Continue.
I don't know, like, it's cool, V. Like, I get it, I appreciate your words. I'll never tell you, don't say anything to me like that's how you feel. And I'm just letting you know how I feel.
You make strange friends for the person you are.
Tim,
yeah, well, I mean, everybody's a little strange in their own way. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love everybody. All shapes, sizes, weirdness, non-weirdness, colored, race, whatever you are. Like, until you do something dirty to Tarook and I have to smash your head and rip your spine out of your ass, we cool people.
Never mind.
I mean, you should try it sometime. Like, it's actually pretty cool. Like, I can show you on the next bad guy. You just gotta, like, reach up there and...
That's
what I mean?
Oh, that's wonderful. I'm sure that'll be a... Thanks for listening.
Yeah.
Got a pat low shoulder.
And I pick V up.
Hey,
that's me. And I shake her.
Tarook.
Put her down. What, Torrin?
Not to interrupt.
Bro, seriously? Like,
look
again.
Fuck up now.
What?
What's up?
What?
Okay, so both Torrin and Tarook, would you please give me charisma checks, if you would?
Terrible at that.
Please tell me he's not still holding.
Put you down. Yeah.
Plus.
That's a 7.
Oh, no.
I put you down, V. No, don't worry. I'll put you down.
Let's find out.
5.
Oh,
Okay.
you bet.
Both of you, as you look up, you see kind of perched on the roof of this archive, you see a blink of a giant green bulbous eye blink and look at both of you. You feel a weird sensation come across you, as if it looked a little deeper than you would like, and it almost like something was taken from you. And then you see scurrying as they disappear into...
I forgot how to do math.
Buddy? Friend?
Huh? What?
If I look up, is there anything there still?
Gone.
You too.
Torrin.
Huh?
Huh.
The hell was that, Tarook?
I don't know. Do you feel... I can't put my finger on it, bro.
Was it
It's
more...
a weird sensation. It was almost as if you felt an unseen force, almost like it just picked something out of your head and just took it. It's weird. It's a very weird, like, it's almost like a vertigo sensation, and now you're kind of just coming back from it.
Tarook, like, has head like this.
And it, just as soon as you looked up and you recognized what it was, they scurried off into a passageway that you didn't see.
Shit. I mean, Torrin, we know what that was. You want to go get it?
It literally disappeared in a hole in the roof.
Was it more of the monsters?
It looked like an eyeball. That's all I saw, and it.
Roll me survival.
Both of us, or just Torrin?
Yeah, both of you.
Okay, cool. Sweet.
2. These
10.
These dice are going away for the night.
Damn it.
It was a big green eye.
Oh.
V,
Two of
did
them.
you see anything? I don't know. This feeling is... I don't even know what I'm feeling like.
I feel like I need...
You don't feel right now, you don't feel like anything was off. You just, like I said, you had like a moment of vertigo, and in that moment, you feel like almost like something was taken from you. Like, almost like when you forget what you had to eat earlier that day. That kind of feeling. It just like... And then, like I said, a moment of vertigo, and then it passed.
Huh.
Weird.
There's a hole in the roof. So, should we go?
No.
Or...
God, no.
But Tarook smash.
Well, let me counter. Tarook smashed the cat demon.
Ah,
That's a sidetrack. We want
but
kitty ears.
I can put the kitty ears on the green eyeball.
I don't know. Kitty ears was Regus, the Rakshasa. We need to fight him. I don't know about running into
You hear
something.
Isla kind of chimes in. I think she's saying priorities, big guy.
All right.
To answer you bluntly, Tarook, no, I'm not going after the damn thing. My head
All right,
hurts.
Torrin.
Well, we'll look to our 2 resident smart boys and ask them if they've looted all the knowledge they think they can get from the place.
Yeah, I think you guys have investigated what you can and found what you can from this place.
Have to crowd the hand off, I guess, if they think there's anything else to be had.
There's only one more thing that Standoff would like to do.
Mm-hmm.
With those papers that he found earlier, he would like to try and the spellbook pages.
Yeah.
He would like to try and take these 2 spell scrolls and transcribe them onto there.
Easy enough to do. It didn't take you guys as long to well, you went for a decent amount of time to go through those spell scrolls, but during all this time, this has been at least a couple hours now that you guys have been in here kind of investigating the archive, trying to glean what you can from it, find what you can from it. So you've had time to work on that.
Okay.
I'd say in the time you maybe have got one of them, you're going to need some more downtime to transcribe the second one.
Okay.
You have the talisman in hand, so the passageway opened back up the way you came in. So that's standing open right now. So it's all up to you guys.
I would say if it's open, we probably want to get through it before anything else manages to do the same. It's up to y'all.
Yeah, and you see as Isla's kind of glancing up towards the roof, she goes, "Yeah, that central chamber didn't have eyes."
I'm about it.
Wait, what?
One last thing Standoff would like to do is just take a look out the window, because he knows everybody else was at one time. When he recognized that ruined city in the distance,
Roll history.
Pull up my history. I don't know what that one is off of that. It's 27.
You do, and I'll send all of that to you. That's too much to go in on the stream right now.
That's fine.
You do know what that city is.
Sure.
I'll send all that information to you. That'll be off the stream. That'll be another dump for you. I'll just say right now, it does not pertain to what's going on right now, but it is. Yeah, it's a chunk of lore. I'll send it to you.
That's all Standoff wanted to do.
Cool. All right, guys. We heading back through the passageway.
Yep, I'm done here.
else jumps out to eat our faces or brains.
All right. So as each one of you pass through the passageway that you came in, you leave the archive. And as you guys come out on the other side, you are back to that central chamber. And as with all the other passageways before you, as you guys come through and the last member of the party comes out, it basically closes itself back up as if there was never an opening there.
Oh.
Door number 6.
That is...
That was 6.
That
Not
was
yet.
all 6 passageways.
Well. Yeah. Right.
Huh?
You hear a very audible sigh from Isla. She's like, rest would be nice.
Good call.
Yeah.
Don't know how much of that we're going to be getting, but I guess I couldn't try.
Yeah. I'll take first watch.
Standoff doesn't need the rest, so.
Right. All right, guys. So as we start, I mean, I would say as you start to make camp, but I mean, it's an open stone chamber.
But
You rested here before. You make do. The only difference now is that you don't have the open passageways. Each one of them have closed themselves off as you guys took the final talisman.
Perfect.
The chamber is very, very quiet. It's eerily so. It's like a calm breath. It's just very silent.
Yeah. I'm not staying up for watch. Did we take any? Corallos needs a nap. He took some damage, right?
yes, I need more than a nap, honestly.
Everyone can
Yeah,
take
Crow.
a long rest because Standoff and Metagas don't need to rest.
Yeah.
Correct.
that's fair. Yeah, feel rest actually. And
Isla's staying up too. She doesn't want to sleep yet.
I'm just gonna relax. I'm probably not gonna sleep. I can't.
yeah, I'm still a little wired. I am gonna spend another 50 gold though, and then take out all my various powder accoutrement and start mixing and making new
Okay.
colors. That jazz.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha. Go ahead and mark that off.
Standoff is going to work on the other scroll.
All right. I'll roll for Isla and Metagas as far as perception checks. There's not too much.
All three. Tim, pretty sure. 19, 16, and
Yeah.
14.
Yeah. So you used up how many? What is your inventory look like after using up those 3?
Kind of just a gold cost, really. So I've still got plenty of the gold to spend. So I've got a lot of the raw stuff to make it. But I'd say I'm pretty tapped for now. But I've got as much as I can before the fight. This is kind of what I was going for. So
Okay. Oh, just
Yeah.
keep track of that. That's all.
Yeah.
All right.
at the current moment, 11 doses. Basic. With everything I've been making.
Night of technical difficulties.
Right?
All right.
All out this week.
Yeah.
Hopefully next week
We
will be
did
better.
good for a couple weeks, and then this one just unloaded on him.
Yeah.
They
Hey,
all just gathered up together.
Yep,
Yeah.
get one and then.
But okay. So for the first watch, I already rolled for Metagas and Isla. There's nothing, and there's it's an empty stone chamber. You guys I think you've kind of gotten the idea that each one of the passageways were the things to worry about, and the biggest worry of all is behind the honeycomb door. So there's very little threatening you while you sleep. So who's going to take second watch, other than the people who don't need to sleep?
I can.
I'll do it.
I was gonna say I'll stay up with
I
it,
only
too.
need a short rest. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I need a short too, so I'll take a quick rest and I'll wake up. I don't need a long rest, so I'll take a quick one and wake up to put the second half. I'll go to sleep.
Okay.
I'll go after V.
Okay. I'm gonna do a couple things here. V, will start with you, because you said you're gonna rest a little bit. So V, as you close your eyes, you guys went through some passageways and some chambers, so it's not too hard to fall asleep. You're kind of exhausted. Doesn't take long until you start seeing a couple things, though. Once sleep takes you and you start to dream again, but you wake up and you look around and you see everybody in the open chamber and you're the only one awake. You even look over at the two that don't need to sleep. Midagast and Standoff have fallen asleep and are kind of leaning on each other.
I'm gonna try to nudge Metagast.
You do, and when you nudge him, his body falls over, and you see the bones just shatter and just scatter like dust.
Okay. I'm gonna try. Everyone else is here. Is there anybody else besides the party? No.
Everybody else seems to be asleep. They're lying down. They seem to be here.
I'm gonna try to feel Nat's pulse, see if she's awake, if she's a thing, if she's real, if she's alive.
You don't get a pulse.
I'm gonna take out one of my combs and like try to poke myself and see if I'm having a hard time figuring out if this is real.
There's no effect.
Well,
And matter of fact, as you kind of get a better look at Nat, you notice there's a trickle of red pooling around her head as she's laying down.
trying to like push her head over.
You push her over and you see his blood is streaming from her mouth, and you see this like pool of blood around her head, and you see gash marks come up from her neck all the way up to her face.
Yeah, I'm shaking, but clench a fist and just go, all right. You've made your point.
There's no response. You look back down and you see that the blood flowing from Nat, it's no longer pooling. It's starting to flow, and you watch it as it snakes up the stairway on the left, and it goes up the stairs and starts flowing towards the honeycomb-shaped door at the far end of the chamber.
gonna follow it.
As you do, you notice now that the stone floor of this empty chamber, and you take your first step in it. Now it feels like you're wading through puddles.
Is it dark? Or
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep moving forward, kind of as fast as I can.
You do. You make your way up the stairway, up to the honeycomb-shaped door, and you see that now it is blood, and it is of it flowing from under you towards the door.
I'm gonna try to stab myself again, just to kind of verify, kind of almost as if I'm double checking, I'm not getting hurt.
Yeah, you try to stab yourself with the bladed comb again. There's nothing, and then you hear a very, very subtle snicker.
Cute. Very cute. That's unfair, though. I've never hurt her.
Who said it was about you? You hear as the voice kind of echoes throughout the chamber.
You made this personal the second you crawled into my head. We keep looking around for him.
Roll me investigation.
18.
18. You cannot find a source of this disembodied voice, but it continues to talk to you, and he says, technically, they made it personal. And then you did when you dared try to attack me. But no matter.
Who said it was about you in the first place? I didn't know what or who you were. I didn't want any part of this. I like her. You were picking on something of mine. Sorry I got involved. Surely you can understand that. And leave it.
Oh no. She belongs to me. Both of them do.
What about Severus? Was he always like that, or is that what you do? Make monsters out of men for fun?
Madness is tricky. He didn't need much help, though.
I really hope we get a chance to kill you. We made it through your little fun house. I don't know why you didn't show up any time. We've been traipsing around your home, or whatever passes for it, for days, it probably seems. No issue there? You seem petty enough to care.
No response.
The river's a little bit much, don't you think? Bit of an overstatement. Wanna keep looking?
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. No, you just get the subtle response of, I thought it was poetic. But you worry that I haven't made my point yet?
What point? What is your point?
Never cross me. And the door, the hexagon door, literally dematerializes in front of you as a clawed hand reaches for you from the darkness. Make me a dex save.
Oh my god.
Ugh.
What'd you say? I'm sorry.
15.
The clawed hand reaches for you and grabs you by by your omni dress and just lifts you up. It's weird because you don't see him. There's no body. You just see this tiger striped arm with the hands reversed where they should be normal, and you just see this thing is holding you aloft, and he goes, and once again you hear the voice one more time. I haven't made the point yet, but I will. And you find yourself shuddering awake in a night sweat. You actually kind of startle Metagast as he's, as startled as a skeleton head can be.
Kind of gonna touch him a little bit, feel his helmet face, and just
No, you see is almost like a dog. You just see the head kind of tilt a little. Is everything okay, my lady?
Peachy. I'm just gonna kind of pace around try not to wake anybody up. I'm gonna pace around the room.
Mm-hmm.
Just shaking, thinking.
Right. So.
Yeah, keep doing pacing.
Okay. All right. Corallos. Did you stay up? What did you do?
No, I had to take a long rest.
You took long rest?
Yeah, I was pretty beat up.
Okay. In your sleep, yeah, going to you. Doesn't take long. Once again, you've had a kind of a long trip of it, and between the near-death experience in the room with the balancing floor, and just the past, what you can equate to as the past couple of days. Time's been a little tricky here, but what the past couple of days, it's been a lot. So it doesn't take you very long to fall asleep either. You are actually aroused by sound of shroud in your head, and you hear very gentle touch of shroud going, "Hey, you awake?"
I won't roll over, like I don't want anybody else to know I'm awake, but I will say yes.
Okay. Shroud goes, "What was with the stunt you just pulled?"
What stunt?
The floor room where you jumped in midair to try to get through a portal. You know there's two of us in here?
I didn't jump. I told Tarook to throw me.
Well, yeah, okay. When he threw you?
I wouldn't have made it jumping. I have a bad knee.
It's very weird to hear this, once again, a disembodied voice just groan. Just... You almost missed.
Yes.
If I die, you die, I die. You know that's how this works, right?
No, but I didn't die.
Or at the very least, if you die, that means I'm down in that sand pit for all of eternity until somebody finds me, which is just as good as dying.
Well, I would be down there with you.
You would be dead.
I'm sure you could figure something out.
I have, okay? I have. I have a solution to your problem.
Do tell.
The leg, I've got a solution.
What's the solution?
You'll know when you wake up. You can only do it for a short amount of time, okay?
Do what? I don't do well with surprises. I don't know if you've seen the few I've gotten.
Just don't get us killed tomorrow.
Never the plan.
Okay.
All right.
Now just know that you can only do this for a short amount of time. Okay?
Okay.
And never claim that I don't look after you.
I won't.
You fall asleep.
Okay.
Boy in his favorite hoodie.
It is kind of, yeah.
But did
Love
you
it.
die?
It's the lucky hoodie.
That was awesome.
All right.
It's a nice help.
Nat.
Yes.
Doesn't take you very long to fall asleep either.
Okay.
Once again, same as everybody, you're very exhausted. It's been a rough, like I said, rough couple days, best you can measure, because once again, time's been very difficult being in this realm of Regus. And
Right. Realm of Regus, I
time's-
like that.
yeah, time's tricky. But you do find sleep very quickly. And you are awakened. And you hear Isla. And you hear her voice calling for you.
What's going on?
As you wake up and you look around and you see everybody's fallen asleep, but Isla doesn't seem to be with the group.
Okay, I kind of pick myself up and I just kind of stretch and start looking around. Isla?
As you see Mitigas and Standoff are awake, but everyone else is falling asleep. And Mitigas and Standoff kind of, nod at you and she went that way. And they point towards the honeycomb-shaped door.
Wait. She did what?
She went that way.
And you didn't think to stop her? Did she say anything?
She said she wanted to take a look at something.
And you guys didn't think to wake any of us up?
She told us not to.
Note to self, I'm gonna steal your helmet and your skull later. I just kind of...
Mitigas holds onto his head as you walk past.
I just stomp off towards the honeycomb door, and then I just stop. Wait a minute.
The doorway is open. And then you hear...
I stop. Like, my blood... Like, I feel like my blood's starting to get cold.
And
Oh,
then
sorry,
you
go ahead.
hear a blood-curdling scream from inside the passageway.
Oh, hell no. I rip out my short sword and I bust through the door. And, like, I'm taking off. Like, as quickly as I can.
You take off. And you start running. And you're running. And you're running. And there seems to be little to no end of it.
So it's like a...
As you keep going, and you just keep... You're powering through. You keep... It's weird. You keep hearing the scream in your head, but you're fairly sure that it feels like it's just as far off as the first time you heard it.
I start to slow down, though, because I'm already starting to get... I feel like I'm starting to get, like... like, that weird feeling welling up in my stomach, into my throat, almost.
Mm-hmm. As you start to... Your pace kind of slows. And then you're kind of jogging, and at this point you're starting to realize that I'm not going anywhere.
I'm on, like, a track, or like a treadmill, almost.
Very similar. It's a very similar feeling that no matter how hard you run, no matter how far you go, you feel like that you're just not getting there, and you're being haunted now by these horrible screams that keep reverberating in your ear. until all of a sudden to where the point where it gets so loud you think that you can't take it anymore, and then it just goes dead silent. You can't save her. You can't save them. You can't even save yourself.
I'm gonna die trying.
Yes. Yes, you will. I'm gonna see to it.
I'm gonna take you. Hey, I'm gonna need a companion, so you're coming with me. So if I'm going down, you're coming with me, kitty.
I'm waiting.
All you have to do is just come right through that door and find us. Or are you too big of a scaredy cat?
Why? Why seek quarry that's more than willing to come find me?
You always seemed like you were one to play with your food, so you have a buffet sitting right here for you. So, come and find us.
Soon. And you just hear that echo in your ears as you jar yourself awake.
If the timing lines up, I got armed in front of her.
Okay,
I didn't catch that.
Nat, as you jar yourself awake and you're kind of like looking around and you see, and V is pretty much like almost waiting for you.
First, I don't even look at V directly, but I look and see like Isla is still just where she was.
Isla is leaned up against like where Midagast is sitting. She's kind of leaned back and she's asleep.
She's fine.
Good. Remind me to apologize to Metagast later.
Do?
Yeah, because I think I said something very not nice to him.
I turned him to death. For nightmare.
I threatened to take his helmet and his
You threatened to do what?
skull off of him.
Nothing, sweet man. Go.
As you were, good sir. As you were.
Okay.
I'm gonna take out the little flask that I've had this whole time, ever since we went to the ball, with like a little bit of like hard cider in it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna just like take a swig and then pass it to Nat.
I take it with my hands shaking, and I just tip a little bit back.
This thing's a real piece of work, isn't it?
It really is. We're in a lot of trouble. Are you okay?
Depends on what you mean by okay. You?
I've faced a lot of prey in my adventures. There've been moments where I've been afraid. I'm gonna tell you right now, just between us, I've never been more terrified than I am right now. But I've never been so determined to kill something before.
You know, I thought, back there in that horror room, bodies with Sephiroth, I thought that was the angriest. I thought I should be angry. I thought I wanted to kill him. I did. I really did.
Of course.
But something about it, I don't know. I've never wanted to kill anything. Never wanted to. Never enjoyed it. Never. But can I tell you a secret? Promise. It'll stay between us.
Always.
Thing makes me more scared of myself.
Because you feel yourself in that position that you never push yourself to like that boundary, and then once you think you get to that end, and it's like that jumping feeling, you know, when you get to a ledge.
I've never. Have you killed people? A person? Have you ever?
Honestly, in all of my venture. Shut up, both of you! Not intentionally. Okay, stop it, both of you.
I'm an insight nat.
Yeah, roll insight.
That's an 18.
Yeah, she's mostly telling the truth. Mostly.
How do you know
Sorry.
everything doesn't make you
I'm sorry, go ahead, D.
wrong? I don't know. Morality's a waste of time. I don't spend a lot of my time thinking about it because I don't think it matters, but something has to, right? And how do you know what that is?
I guess I'm not sure what you mean. I guess it's like, how do you know what your limit is? Is that kind? I'm just trying to make sure that I understand.
I don't know. I don't even know what I'm trying to say. It's just ethics, morality, right and wrong. It's a waste of time. It's the wheel of fortune. That's all it is. Sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down, and all you can hope is that you don't get crushed when the wheel finally breaks. And that's all I'm trying to do is not get crushed. But I find myself caring about
What happens? Or who might get crushed?
yes, that.
That, my friend, is probably the most difficult decision you'd ever have to make. The way I'm looking into this now is almost like if this thing does kill, if I go down killing this thing, at least I know Isla's gonna be okay. I know Torrin's gonna be okay. I know all of you are gonna be okay. I think I go out happy. If that makes any sense whatsoever.
That's a strange way of looking at it.
I'm a strange person. Have you not figured this out?
I don't want to. I want to go out. I don't know. Never really cared. Never really thought about it. Frankly, this is new territory.
Right.
But I know I want to take the thing with us one way or another.
Oh, we're taking this thing down regardless. I think it's just like, I think what it's all going to come down to is what are you willing to allow yourself to live with?
Oh. Oh, I can live with a lot. Trust me.
There you go. I think, believe it or not, you may have answered your own question, your own struggle. And actually, since we're talking, there was something I wanted to ask you. When we were fighting the big lizardy creaturey thingy, and it was staring at me, I felt of something very familiar, and like I had felt it one other time before. Like, and I guess like the easiest, I'm just gonna come right out and ask it because I've never seen, like, I see like how you have all of your tools, like your trinkets, your concoctions, I guess, or...
Is there a point you're trying to make, love?
This is gonna sound so stupid and crazy, but I'm just gonna... Yep, did you poison me before? I know, it sounds absolutely insane.
Nah, for legal, right?
I'm sorry, my internet froze on my end.
Oh, Vare just said, you know that's legal, right? You know that getting caught with something like that would be incredibly dangerous.
Oh, no doubt about it. You just have like a very ornate way about you, V. And like I said, like all the stuff that we've been through. I mean, I figure, let me just wanted to ask, because the feeling I got from that creature looking at me, it felt very familiar. So like when we were first running away from, like when we first, the three of us, like first started interacting with the Rakshasa.
Well, who knows what this thing can do, but
And like that whole big kerfluffle.
I can, Nat, I'm gonna take your hands and I can make you the promise that I haven't and will never intentionally try to hurt you. Believe that.
I just take my hand and I pat V on the shoulder. I know. I know. And I will never intentionally try to drop a chandelier on you.
What?
Torrin, nightmares, man. Nightmares.
Yeah, chandelier. You're in class. Yeah.
I'd have done a number on him.
I
But
know. I'll once we get out of here, I'll make it up to him. Or I'll find some way to make it up to him.
for what it's worth, I'm new to all of this, and I'm not very good at the decision making and really looking out for anyone other than myself, but for anything unintentional, I can't always say I'll make the best decisions, but I'm sorry for any poor ones I may have.
Hey, looking where we're at right now, I'd say water under the bridge, but in this case, it's a little bit of sulfur and fire rock.
Well, I guess the only thing left to do is see where it flows.
Yep.
But I promise I'll think of all of you when we face this thing. And especially your sister.
That actually means the most. And I'm just making you one promise. If I don't make it out of this thing, someone take that fucking thing's head. Have Tarook rip its head off and have the spine still attached, and I'll want him to carry it around like a hobo bag.
Make me this promise, and I think we have a deal.
Awesome. Alright. Who...
Taking a good look around, you two notice that you have talked to the waning hours of the morning. Not that it's easy to tell within this chamber, but it's been a good long while. And you're noticing as party members are starting to awaken from their slumbers or simply kind of shake off their very long watches, as the case may be. Standoff real quick, did you have anything before I go into my bit?
No, Standoff was just gonna write down or transfer that scroll over into a spell book, and that's all he was looking to do. Maybe smoke a little bit from his pipe.
Okay, easy enough. You had plenty of time throughout the intermittent watch, we'll say, because like you said, you don't need sleep. So yeah, easy enough to do. No problem transcribing those. Each of you start to anybody who is still asleep, you start to awaken. Corallos, as you wake up, and your eyes kind of come, you kind of look around and you remember the words of Shroud, and you're kind of, you don't feel any different. You wonder what he meant. As you kind of go to stretch, as you stretch out, you feel a tightness right around where your shoulder blades are. And as you stretch your arms out, 2 bat-like wings unfurl as you stretch out. And you kind of take a minute and you're kind of froze for a second looking. And there are 2 very leathery bat-like wings that protrude from your back.
Batman!
And now I'm supposed to talk. How tall is this room we're in?
Many feet. It's like 50 feet up in the air.
Enough to try to fly.
You could roost, sure.
Yeah, try.
Roost? Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So without a you feel like you're kind of like, I wonder how this works, and then you feel like there's like muscles connected to your back that you're kind of like, oh wait, I think it's, and you feel like a tightness, and then, and you roost up into the air about 20 feet up in the air. You just kind of get a little bit of a jump takeoff, and you're up, and now you're roughly about 20 feet in the air, and your wings are keeping up with basically you're treading air. And you just, and Mitigas is the first person to be like, well, that's new, isn't it?
Is this an average part of tiefling anatomy? I don't mean...
What are you guys talking about? Holy shit!
Good morning, Torrin.
Good morning, babe.
Morning, babe.
Huh?
Isla's rubbing her eyes. She's like, I had this really weird drip.
Wait a minute. It didn't come skulking around for you? Or are you just used to this by now?
Oh, the nightmares? Yeah, you get used to them after a couple of years.
Please tell me that's not true. We need to take care.
And she's literally, it kind of irks you how nonchalant she is. You don't know, matter of fact, give me insight.
Oh, damn it.
Uh-oh.
That's like an 11.
It kind of irks you how calm she is. And she's just very nonplussed. She's kind of like, yeah, you kind of get used to it after a couple years. When could he learn how to fly? What?
Morning, sis.
Your guess is as good as ours.
I think it's second puberty. I don't know.
Corallos, you're still treading. You're roughly about 20 feet up in the air.
Oh wait, did he? Wait, he was.
hit
Did he just
puberty
become
the
of age?
first time?
Did he become a man?
He's
Just here. Congratulations, Corallos, you're now a man.
While I'm up there, can I ask Shroud how long this will last?
There's a little bit of a pause, and he goes, "The last 2 hours."
Well,
After that, you need to take a rest before you can do it again.
Okay. I'll set back down.
All right. It takes you a minute because you haven't quite gotten, it's brand new. You got your brand new wings as you're just kind of slowly. You touch down.
how much carry?
What'd you say, V?
I was asking Corallos how much he can carry.
I don't know. Not too much, honestly. I have terrible strength, but...
Yeah.
120-pound woman?
I'll try.
That sounds like there might be a little bit of experimenting.
Uh-oh.
Everybody's gonna do their morning stretches, and I'm gonna see if Corallos can lift me up.
Okay.
Yeah.
His neck and just see.
Go for it.
All right, Corallos.
Just cover.
I'm gonna say for this is gonna be an athletics check because you're not a big tiefling, and you.
No.
That's what she said.
What did you get?
Wow. Oh, sorry. I got a 2.
Oh, that's cute. An extra belly button.
Luckily we started on the ground.
Right.
With your arm around him, you see this. There's like a face, like a confident aura about him. He's like, yeah, no, this might work. This might, and you just go straight up, and you just are like, just lost, like just like Rose and Jack. It's just whoop, nope.
Like I stayed on the ground, or I fell?
Yeah, you stay on the ground. That's what I say. He couldn't even take you up. It was just like, nope. And you're back up, Corallos. You're about 25, 30 feet up in the air.
Oh,
Yeah.
maybe in a pinch.
Can always try again. I did just get them.
Yeah, maybe give it a. It could come in handy if desperate enough.
If you're curious, George, and I'll send you this. This is.
Of course, I'm curious.
By the way, guys, because we're getting ready to wrap things up. You guys are now all at level 7.
Woo!
And everybody's at level 7. George, this is the new ability that Shroud gets at level 7.
Whoa!
Yeah, these bat-like wings, they give you a fly speed of 30 feet. It lasts for 2 hours. And it recharges after a long rest.
Okay, thank you.
So.
No, I can't.
That is so
It's awesome.
That's so handy. I still think we can figure something out with this.
Yeah, and that'll give you guys a week to maybe kind of come up with something. Everybody's at level 7, and I believe that's where we're going to cut off there. When we come back next week, we'll hopefully have our buddy Beldan back. So we will have the full party at full strength heading into this final confrontation with the Rakshasa, Regus.
Woo.
Oh man.
Wow.
And now I got to do an outro. Alrighty. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you everyone on Twitch who popped in, said hello. The chat has been blowing up tonight, which is great reception. We greatly appreciate you guys.
Yes, thank you.
So as always, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, subscribe to the YouTube channel. We are also on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Anchor. Also, do not forget, if you look to the nice gentleman to my left, Tarook Bloodfist is donning the Curbside Podcast t-shirt.
Merch.
Now available at prowrestlingtees.com/LostBoyKirby.
Merch.
Please check that out. We greatly appreciate you guys. And we'll see everyone next week.
Thank you guys so much for watching.
Thank you.